Welcome in. This is Christy Stauffer, and you are the project manager with Creative Renovations, correct? Creative Housing.
Correct.
So tell me what your job is. What do you do?
So basically, I go into anybody's home who needs something accessibility related. We walk around, we hear the trouble points, and I just kind of give some options. What you can do long term, what you can do right now.
We're standing in the kitchen here. Now, this particular kitchen hasn't been modified, but the reason I want our audience to see it is to kind of get an idea when you walk in and look at a kitchen, what are you looking at and what should they be looking at in their own home?
So the first thing I'm looking at long term is we have a nice open floor plan. So let's say maybe you aren't in a wheelchair right now, but maybe someday you know you're going to get there. So we already have an open floor plan, so that's already taken care of. The next thing to do is to look at how often you use your kitchen, what you do in your kitchen. So for instance, this has front control for the oven, and that's important instead of reaching over. Since I'm so tall, it's even good for me. So I don't have to reach over those pots to get that. So that's something that we will switch out if the controls are back here, just to make it a little easier. If we move over here to the sink, a lot of times if we can open this up down here, if you're in a wheelchair, or if you need this lower or even higher. Now, here's one thing that we do a lot, is we take this control and we move it to the side or the front to make it easier to get. So once again, you're not reaching all the way over to access that. You can put it wherever you need it.
What about things like shelves? Like even being mobile and standing up, many of us never use or never can reach these shelves. Is there anything you can do to a kitchen to make it more functional for somebody who maybe is in a wheelchair or needs access to things?
So we can actually take out these shelves, and there are inserts that we can put in that you can grab a hold of and pull them down. So now you're accessing this entire shelf right here. It has a spring loaded, it goes back up. All of your items stay inside there, you close the door, nobody even knows that you have something in there. So you can access those. I would encourage you to use some space like even over here, or maybe some lower counter space to put those heavier things like the mixers. So that way you're not digging underneath of the counter to get those. So I'm gonna ask a lot of questions about what you do on a regular basis. How do you access this kitchen? Because that's gonna tell me what we need to address right away.
Before we move into the bathroom, because I know that's another big area, this house, you're very fortunate, it has hardwood floors. But how important is flooring in your home, both for safety, mobility, that kind of thing?
So yeah, a lot of times we pull out carpet, and I know removing rugs can sometimes be a bad word, but it really is important. Because if you reduce that fall or eliminate the option for a fall, you're going to be safer in your home and be able to live there long term. So I know people like rugs, but if you can just get rid of them to make sure you have a nice clean surface. So we do take out a lot of carpet, put in a lot of hard surface. We usually try to put in a nice 100% vinyl flooring, so that way if you have spills and all that kind of stuff, it's not going to ruin that floor.
Okay, Christy, let's move on to the bathroom because I know that's a big focus area for you.
Absolutely. Let's go.
I'm going to let you go in here.
So you probably want this one.
Yeah, okay. So Lindsay, you can go ahead and cut